tell me a bit, if you can, about this fear, because I see it all over the map. And unfortunately, I see it in Christianity. It's over the top. And what I think in my mind anyway is fear then leads to anger. Anger then leads to murder. Fear leads to depression, and then anger, and then and striking out at anyone. And I see all these ingredients going on that would be satanic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So let me touch the fear piece, because in the dream, again, I see things, I hear things, I know things, and after I wake up out of these kinds of levels of encounters, my room is often charged with a presence of the Lord. This is how I know that these are dreams from God, not the devil. See, I know they're from God because I am catapulted, and the room was charged with the presence of destiny, So I was peering into the enemy's plans to cut them off, to delay them, or actually even stop the progression. Now, but what you said is the fear factor. The very foundation of this global dragon warfare was this. This is amazing. It said, he who teaches people to fear rules. It was an underlying philosophy. He who teaches people to fear will rule. I'm going to say it again slower because this is vital for people to grasp. He who teaches people to fear will rule. And that is the underlying whole foundation to this global demonic assault. It is to create the scourge of fear, so even a pandemic will loom as though it is larger than it actually even is.
And so isn't it what Job said? The thing that I feared has come upon me.
And see, God knows this, but the devil knows in part, but he only knows in part. And so, but the enemy, knowing this part, the foundation, the philosophy is he who teaches, or let's say cultivates a culture of fear. He who creates a culture of fear will ultimately rule. So that is what the spirit behind the spirit of fear, behind global control. This is the issue. Behind global control, there is always a culture of fear. If you look at the former Soviet Union, of which we love the Russian people, we love the Chinese people, we love the people from the UK, we love the Latin people, we love all the world. So I want to be real clear. Before we proceed any further at all, what I am presenting is not an anti-Asian, It is not an anti-China. It is Chinese. It is not an anti-Korean. It's not an anti-Russian. It's not an anti-patriotic American. No. God so loved the world. He has a plan for every kindred, every tribe, every nation. But the demonic has plans, stratagems. And so I just want to be very clear, because I will not partner with creating a culture of fear. I've made a very overt decision in the last 10 years. I will not be a gloom and doom prophet. I will not. I am a good news prophet, but it does not mean I live in denial. I'm not an ostrich with my head stuck in the ground. Some want to be. So he who creates the culture of fear will rule. This is really important. And if you study civilizations through history, fear will be the underlying force that causes control, takeover, oppression, etc. So he who creates the culture of fear will rule. So, but Jesus, God, has not said, God has not given us the spirit of what?
Fear.
But he's given us what?
Power, love, and a sound mind.
Oh, okay. Let's work on, I'm just going to flip this interview for a moment, okay? He's given us not, and some of you need to repeat this right now. God is not the author of fear. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but power. Sid stands for the supernatural. His whole branding is it's supernatural. So God is not the author of fear. God is not the author of the global dragon warfare, but the enemy is. And it produces fear. Power, faith propels, fear paralyzes. Fear puts people in straitjackets and they live paralyzed. Faith propels. God's not given us a spirit of fear, but power, love. Only love will make a miracle. Faith works through love. You got to love as Jesus loves. You got to love the Jewish people. You got to love the people and the places that are closest to the heart of God. But the one I want to get to is this. He's not giving us a spirit of fear, but power, love, and what's the third line, Sid?
Sound mind.
Sound mind. What is a lot of this battle for today? It's about how we think. A sound mind. And a lot of people, and in the church, are getting into irrational fear.